Materialist. So, Materialist is the brand new Celine Song movie, which is starring Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and of course Pedro Pascal. He's in everything. He's literally in 3 films at the cinema at the moment here in the UK. 3 whole films, and he's got the same lovely moustache in all of them. So, what is this film about? I'm just going to read the synopsis on the IMDb channel. So, this is basically a young, ambitious New York City matchmaker finds herself torn between the perfect match and her imperfect ex. What did I think of this film? This film, I've never seen a film that so much wants to be a comedy. This is dying to be a romantic comedy. It is gagging to be a rom-com, but it's played so serious and like kind of indie almost, but it is literally foaming at the gums to be a comedy. Like every language of cinema, it's like, oh wait, this could be a joke. This feels like it's supposed to, or like it has the opportunity to be a joke, but Celine Song and the actors and the script, they don't ever go there. They don't ever really try to make it funny. It's a serious film. Very, very serious. So really really odd. There are some moments in the film where you're just like, this is calling to be a comedy. Like there's this scene with an actor who I actually did recognize from something. What's his name? Eddie Cahill. What do I know him from? Oh my gosh, he is of course from Friends. He was the nanny in Friends. Anyway, he's in this at one point, and he's basically one of the. There's like a montage of men who are, trying to speak to the matchmaker and be like, this is the type of woman I want. And he's just like, listen, I'm in my 40s. I'm done dating like 21-year-olds. They're just too young for me. And so the matchmaker's like, okay, well, there's this really lovely woman. She's perfect for you. And she's like 37. And he's like, oh, no. I meant like 27. And I'm listening to this and I'm like, this is so close to the language of a joke, but it's really not played in a funny way whatsoever. There is no sense of this trying to be comedic or anything. It's so deadly serious. And yeah, it's kind of I have to say it's a strange experience, a very, very strange experience. So kind of bizarre to listen to that and watch that. There's some interesting conversations in it. Kind of, I guess initially a kind of a pessimistic view on love, very much like women want a guy who's over 6 foot. I'm looking for a guy in finance, that whole thing. And what is your value in the marketplace of dating? And again, I just really feel like there's so much of this movie that wants to have people laughing. There's so much of this movie that kind of is calling for that, but it really barely ever gets there. Like there's some very, very odd moments where you think, oh, okay, that was actually a joke. That was a funny joke there. Like Chris Evans stood on a condom. That's a funny moment, of course. But 95% of this film is not played for laughs at all. There's no sense of this being a comedy at all. This is, for all intents and purposes, just a serious movie. Some really interesting performances. I am not sure what I think of what's her name? Dakota Johnson's acting abilities. She is very measured in like the whole film. She's incredibly measured, and I can't see the chemistry between her and Pedro Pascal and her and Chris Evans. I see more chemistry between Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal, and they say about 4 words to each other. But yeah, I feel like the movie, it's a shame because Celine Song made one of the best movies a couple of years back with of course the incredible Past Lives. It was so poignant. It was so like hard hitting in like a very realistic way. Like, this is exactly what having that sort of missed opportunities of love feels like. We all have that kind of experience of somebody who we thought, I wonder what would have happened if I ever dated that person. We clearly liked each other, we just never made them. Like, that is such a universal experience almost. And yeah, like, she just hit the nail on the head with Past Lives. And this film did not work for me at all. It was trying to be like an indie film like Past Lives, but it had these huge Hollywood stars in it. And it was way more of a, Hitch, Will Smith's Hitch. It was way more like, I felt like even the color scheme was more like Hitch. Like, the cinematic language was like, this is supposed to be a rom-com. But no, it was still trying to be a very poignant kind of indie film like Past Life. But yeah, it wasn't hitting for me. So I don't know. Maybe I'm too pessimistic on this film. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I would just love to hear it, please.